Alrighty, hello community, and welcome to your Midsummer Garden Chat. Happy Thursday, or happy day to whatever you're watching this recording. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. Instead of another lesson, and I wanted to invite you into the garden with me. This community has never been about perfection, so I just want to remind everybody about that. We're learning as we go. Um, this community is all about giving us permission, however, to slow down. And so this is a midsummer garden chat. So let's dig into it. A couple of things. I have some notes, so if you see me reaching over, I'm just reaching for my notes. Um, we're halfway through the summer now, and so the focus has been all about hydration. Hopefully, that's something that you were already working on in your wellness journey, or hopefully, that's something that maybe piqued your interest and you've really been tying into that. We've talked about the hibiscus herbs, lemon balm. We even talked about rose hips as using some of those herbs and introducing those as a good starting point and a good foundational point. We've also really honed in on seasonal meals, especially this summer because of hydration, making sure we're eating a lot of whole foods, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, and even maybe introducing yourself to some whole grains in their whole form. And you'll hear me say that throughout our community a lot: whole food, whole grain. And the reason behind that is because we want to get foods in their most whole capacity where they haven't been altered, they haven't been processed, nothing's been taken away, nothing's been stripped. So that's why you'll hear me talk in that language a lot. Um, we've also been cooking with different spices, and last our last cooking class this past Sunday was maybe somebody was new to tofu, maybe someone was new to a Thai cuisine, hopefully, or even adding sweet ingredients to savory ingredients. We've been playing around with that. We call that kitchen magic, and we're going to keep experimenting with that. But my question for you is this: what has stayed with you over the last several weeks and months that you've been in this membership? What has, in this community, what has stayed with you? What have you been using in your daily life from all the lessons you've watched, from all of the conversations we've had? What are some of the tools that you've given yourself access to in your daily life? I would love to know that. Um, Now, what you completed and also what's actually been sticking with you. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's making more teas. I'm having my lemon balm right now. Or maybe it's trying new recipes. Like I said, mixing the sweet with the savory. Maybe you've never tried that before. Or maybe it's just doing this as a whole, because we're all building small habits of change because we're revamping our foundation, and that's part of that. And so, a lot lately, and it's always there, but mostly now because I've been busy, life's been busy. Maybe you're in a busy period of your season right now, and so maybe there's some of the things that you haven't been able to do that you keep saying, "Oh, I should do this," or "I want to do that," or "I should have done that." We're gonna leave the shoulda, couldas out and give ourselves grace, because that's what we need to do. And I've been thinking a lot about this, and I say this a lot to my family, my friends, people who I encounter: grace. Life doesn't always go as planned, and we know that. And we have expectations. And so when our expectations are not met, then we falter and we go backwards into that mindset of, oh, I should have, could have, or I should have done, or I should have prepared, or I should have handled it better, or I should have. Instead, we have to remember that life is always going to throw some curves, and we have to show up with a different perspective, more of a go with the flow, right? Work's going to get busy, family's going to get busy, they're going to need us all the time. And sometimes, honestly, we're just simply tired. I've been so tired. I'm doing all the things, I'm hydrating, I'm sleeping well, but I think it's because I've hit a point where I'm tired of continuously adding things into my life and adding things on that no longer serve, protect, or actually energize me. Instead, they drain me. And so during midlife, you're going to have these true like moments where it's like, oh man, Am I serving this, or is this serving me? Am I putting all of my, let's say, bank into this? And what is the actual deposit I'm getting back, right? And so, and that's one of the things that it uprises through midlife, because everything you've done in your 20s and your 30s is in your 40s. It's now in our 50s and our 60s. And it's like, I don't have to do all of the things anymore. I just want to do the things that I feel like pulled to, that give me joy, that make me shine, that I actually get so excited. I want to show up to those things. And the other things, not so much. And then if you have a plan and the plan doesn't go and you have to do something else, give yourself grace. Give yourself a moment. Especially if you planned on, say, I plan on exercising 30 minutes or something, or I planned on going for a walk, and then life happens. Give yourself grace, because just because you didn't do it right then and there doesn't mean you're not going to do it eventually. And so our bodies are changing, our mindset is changing. Um, some of us are still possibly having cycles, or I call it moon, and experiencing irregular cycles. Others are going through different phases of this of menopause, and maybe you've had surgery, maybe you've had, maybe you were induced into menopause. But no matter what, your body deserves compassion. No matter what, your mind deserves compassion. The goal is not to fight your body. The goal is to teach yourself how to listen to your body. And that's why this community exists. We are learning, we are doing a couple of things. We are learning in this season. We are relearning, and we're also dumping things out that we were using for a time, and now we're not using those methods any longer, because they don't support us in this forward action of this season. And that's fine. And we have to give ourselves grace with that. All the lessons we've ever learned, everything that we've ever done, had a time and a place. And sometimes those things no longer have a time and a place, and we have to make grace with that. So we have to stop using language and stop beating ourselves up and stop saying, if I had more time, if I had more time. We have we have exactly enough time that we need. We just have to figure out where we want to put that time into. We have to figure out what we want to put that time into, how that time we're putting into whatever it is benefiting us, it's serving us, it's supporting us. Is this growing me? Is this making me is this supporting me, or is this draining me? Is this something where if I don't do it, I'm going to beat myself up for it later, and then I'm not going to give myself grace? Ask those questions. Those are reflective questions. So, grace. Remember, we are all experiencing life. Some of us are experiencing it at different times. Some of us are on a different timeline. There's different things happening in our lives, and that's fine. But however you're experiencing life, just know that everything shows up for a reason, and you are right on time. And if something happens that was unexpected and you have to change your plans, take a pause, take a breath. Remember how blessed you are. Remember how privileged we are to experience this life and this season, and just give yourself grace. So, a couple of things are changing. I'm really excited about what's coming up. So, in August, we will continue learning together. Our next community class will be August 6th. Unfortunately, we've lost a couple of members, and that's okay. It happens. What I want us to do is continue to build this and continue to support each other. This is not a place where I'm just going to keep recording these lessons and you're going to keep watching these lessons. We are community action, so we need to show up. And so August 6th is our live class. And this is where I want you to invite a sister, a brother, an auntie, someone. Bring them in so they can see what we're talking about, what we're about. I'm also building something neat. It's called the Kitchen Reset, and this is going to be available for us in the fall. You've probably been doing a lot of things this summer that you probably haven't done before, or maybe you did them a long time ago and are resurfacing. And so what we're going to do is the Kitchen Reset is It's going to help us transition into fall, and it's going to be simple meal planning. It's going to be helping us organize our kitchen and also doing nourishing routines, because some of the time when we go into fall and winter, that's when shifts start to happen. And I really, really want to say this, and I want to say this very clear and loudly. This is not a weight loss community. We are not about losing weight. I heard something very interesting because I'm listening to a lot of intuitive podcasts right now. And one of the things I heard from, I believe her name is Beverly, I have the book. She said that we are born blank. We are born in this perfect body with no sickness, no idea of diet cultures or trends, or I need to have this probiotic, I need to have this smoothie, I need to lose this weight, I need to exercise. We are born blank. And then we're in environments that have put all this into us. There is nothing wrong with our bodies until we make something wrong with our bodies. And so, with that being said, this is not a weight loss community. This is a community that is teaching us to thrive in midlife season and to appreciate and understand our bodies and work with our bodies. Our bodies they're wonderful, they're remarkable. They carry us through so much. We need to love and support that. This is our vessel. We need to protect that, and we need to do more things intuitionally. And we need to trust our gut, and we need to trust ourselves. And so that's what this is about. This is about rebuilding a foundation of connection to where we are right now, presently in midlife, and understanding and valuing that. We're not broken. We are fine. And so the kitchen reset is all about that. The kitchen reset is about moving into fall, into winter with grace and understanding and using everything that we're learning into that so we don't fall down. And if we do fall down, we have the information and the education and the power to stand back up. So we're going to learn how to organize our kitchen better. We're going to learn how to build nourishing routines with seasonal eating still in fall and winter. And we're going to also learn how to simply meal plan so we don't fall into a rut and we can help pick each other up. And so that'll be the kitchen reset. The next thing is, over the next couple of weeks, I will be emailing you all to schedule your one-on-one wellness check with me. So remember, we do this seasonally. So we're going to do it because it's halfway through the summer. So this is going to be our one-on-one check. I want to know a couple of things. I want to know what's working. I want to know how you're feeling, if you're feeling stuck somewhere. I would like to know what you would like to learn next. This community isn't about lessons that I teach. It's also about making sure you feel supported. And also, we are going to be later this fall, by the end of September, we will have a new app, and it will no longer be on Google Classroom. It'll be my own personalized app for Nourishing the Kitchen. I'm excited about that. I'm moving everything into the vault. And so you'll have access to that as a community member. But remember, this is all about, I want to leave you with this. If you're sitting here thinking, I haven't kept up, I want to let you know that I would love for you to let that thought go. You have caught up. Think of where you are right now, presently. Think of where you were before. Think of everything you've done to keep yourself healthy, to maintain yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. And I need you to let that go, that you think you are not caught up, because you are. This community is not about keeping up. It's about coming back. It's about getting you back to your kitchen. It's about getting you back into movement, if that's something that you want to do. It's about bringing you back to tea, bringing you back to quietness, reflectiveness, loving yourself, and taking all of yourself in right now at this moment. It's about just that. And guess what? That's enough. That's enough. And so, thank you for spending a little time with me here in my garden. If you heard my birds, I hope you did. The chickens are out and about. I'm about to let them all the way out. I hope wherever you are, you find a few moments this week to slow down, to take a deep breath, and to nourish yourself. And I want to end with a couple of deep breaths, okay? So we're going to place our hands on our lap. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to inhale through the nose, hold, and we're going to exhale through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? We're going to breathe in through our nose and exhale through our mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to do one last time. I want you to hold up top, and then I want you to use your inside voice to count 5 as you exhale. So remember, take a moment, take a few breaths, and remember you are enough and you are right where you need to be. Thank you for spending time with me today in the garden. Um, and I hope that you continue to nourish yourself this week. And I will see you live August 6th for our community class. But one last thought. Grace. Give yourself grace. Let yourself be where you are and show up right now where you are. All right, guys, I will see you August 6th. Until then, take care. And I will be emailing you for our one-on-one schedule for your wellness check-in. Take care and give yourself grace.